Well, that's a nice way of asking, Lynn. How are you? Not where are you, it's how are you?
I'm a true crime fan, so I just want to make sure that she's okay.
That's right.
I'm gonna have a case of the giggles.
It's the giggles.
Hi.
All right.
Sorry.
We are, don't apologize. We are all here. Look at these
All
happy
right.
faces. This is the first panel chat where there was no chatting.
Yeah.
I think you're all going for the long game. You ready to do this?
Ready.
All right, let's
Yes,
go.
ready.
Let's go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hallmark Movie Drafts, the podcast where guest panelists are all Hallmark movie enthusiasts who love to debate, rank, and create definitive top 10 lists of Hallmark movies. It's August, otherwise known as the dog days of summer. Yes, that's a real thing. Google it. But despite the name, there won't be a single dog in today's draft. We're celebrating one of Hallmark's most consistently outstanding directors, whose filmography has become packed with modern fan favorites. Today, we're drafting the ultimate top 10 Hallmark movies, directed by Jeff Beesley. Since bursting onto the Hallmark scene, Jeff has become one of the network's most prolific hit makers. As of this recording, he's directed 20 Hallmark movies, with at least one more premiering during this year's countdown to Christmas. And almost every one of those films has landed on a Hallmark Movie Drafts top 10 list over the years, from movies like The Santa Summit and Carol for Two to Holiday Date and so many more. His movies have become appointment viewing for Hallmark fans. I'm Lynn Austin, your host, and joining me this month as my OG co-host is Erinbeth Cermak.
Hey, I am so excited about this draft because I just love the movies he's directed. They're just all really good movies. His first Hallmark movie is still one of my favorites, which is The Christmas Club with Cameron Matheson.
That one was ranked 8th in the Julie Sherman Wolf drafts. He hit the Hallmark universe in 2019 with that one, and math is hard, but he's been directing 3 or 4 Hallmark movies a year ever since. Erinbeth, before we get started, I have a quick behind the scenes story. As many of our listeners know, 2026 has been a bit of a roller coaster year for me, especially the past couple of months, and I completely dropped the ball and never invited Jeff to join us for the draft. I shot him a DM literally last night, like less than 24 hours ago, and asked him if he had any personal favorites that he'd like to share from his Hallmark filmography. He gave me 5 movies that are especially meaningful to him personally. He didn't rank them. It's always hard to rank your babies, of course. But throughout today's draft, I'll let you guys know which ones Jeff has chosen for his personal favorites. He also gave me the scoop on a Hallmark movie that's coming out that's not even yet on his IMDb. So I'll drop that in somewhere as well.
I think it's going to be really fun to hear what he told you and to hear what we all have to say about the movies that he has made.
Yeah, Jeff's a great guy. It was really sweet of him to respond so quickly. Anyway, let's introduce today's panel and get the draft underway. This month we have 3 returning panelists. All 3 are former draft winners. All 3 have strong opinions, but here's the twist. While each has been on HMD before, this is the first time they've ever drafted against one another.
Can I just say this is a wild combination? I know you put these panels together based on personality vibes, but I'm a little nervous because there was literally no activity in the panel chat until today when Thaddeaus put a meme in there. That is it.
I think they're playing the long game here, actually. We've got one panelist who's known for stirring the pot, and another who's so passionate you just know that they're going to fight for every pick, and one who's the calm in the middle of the storm until they quietly dismantle your entire draft strategy. So whether this turns into total chaos or a masterclass in diplomacy, I'm here for it. So let's buckle up and introduce the panelists. First up is someone making their 5th appearance on HMD. They're the co-founder of the Bramble Jam Podcast Network and one of the busiest voices in podcasting. You know him from Deck the Hallmark, Making the Merge, Christmas Morning, The Diss List, and several other pods. He's also a co-host on South Carolina Public Radio's Who, What, When History and Pop Culture quiz show. I'm always happy when he can squeeze Hallmark movie drafts into his schedule. In season 5 of HMD, he is is still the only player to self-veto one of his movie picks. He is always down to clown. We wouldn't have it any other way. That's why we love him. Welcome back, Brandon Gray.
It's great to be back. Do I have any vetoes coming into this one? Any carryover vetoes by chance?
You have a veto override.
Wow.
It's
Not used to having things carry over. So that's just ammunition for the day, I guess.
It really is. So, Brand, with all of these podcasts that I mentioned, there's still like 4 or 7 more after that. I'm surprised that you haven't launched your own cryptocurrency yet. I'm
Yeah.
thinking you could call it Bramblecoin, Jamcoin, Bramblebucks, Bitbrand. What do you think?
These are all great names. If I was a fan of ripping people off and conning them out of money, I would have done it years ago.
And you could probably get away with it. No,
All
seriously.
right. All right. Maybe
So,
if you know a guy, Len, send him my way. Maybe I'll get talking to him.
okay. Seriously, Brand, you are everywhere doing everything. Most recently, wrapping up Deck the Hallmark's annual Bramblefest event in Greenville,
Yes.
South Carolina. You launched it in 2021, so this was the 6th annual year. But as it's grown over the years, what's one thing that you've worked hardest on to make sure it never changes at Bramblefest?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know I do this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just for us, it's more about just trying to get out of the way as much as possible and let people shine, whether it's the other people that we have on the network to join us for different shows or just giving people plenty of space to just hang out and mingle and hang out with each other for the one time a year that they get to do that. I try to get out of the way. That's my main goal at Bramblefest is how do I get out of the way?
We love you. We want you in the way. It's okay.
Okay.
All right. So recently I had the pleasure of joining you and Dan on your Dis List
Yeah, Landline
podcast.
Lynn.
Landline Lynn, thanks a lot
That's
for the
right.
jump scare. My top 10 favorite jump scares in
Call was
movies.
coming from inside the house, Lynn.
Yes, Brad. I do have a landline still. I also have a cell phone. I swear I'm not a dinosaur. Anyway, spoiler alert, people. I once again ended up choosing your list over Dan's, even though you hadn't
Yeah,
even seen half of my movies. How are you
that's
pulling
right.
this off? Are you like Jetty mind tricking me into convincing me that you're always right? Because I've been on twice and I've chosen you both times.
I think it's a pity vote, Lynn. You hear how the rest of the show goes. I don't win often, and so maybe the key is I need to have you on every week, Lynn, and then maybe you'll pick my list every week, and I'll feel really good about myself. That might be what I need.
Maybe that's what you need. I don't know. I loved your list. It was really great. I do hope that you will watch The Thing though at some
I
point.
will watch the thing.
Okay, good, good. You are coming into this match, as I said, with a leftover veto override. It's not exactly a power lift, but still, it's something. And no pressure, Brand. But your colleagues at DTH are already
Yeah.
eligible for the 2026 Hallmark Movie Drafts Tournament of Champions. Brian's already eligible for it. He won his draft. Dan's already eligible for it. So go for it,
Wow.
okay?
A lot of
Try a
pressure,
lot
but
of
also,
pressure.
in the spirit of getting out of the way, maybe I just let them have it this year.
That's a good one. All right. You sit back, relax. We'll get to the trivia round in just a second. Next up on the panel is a Hallmark Movie Drafts trailblazer. He became the first male drafter in show history who isn't a podcast host, and he's been winning over our listeners' hearts ever since. By day, he's a psychiatrist, and around here, he's known for his smooth jazz voice, southern drawl, razor sharp wit, and the uncanny ability to politely talk you out of your favorite draft pick, only for you to realize 2 days later that he completely changed your mind and went off with winning the draft. I am so happy to see you again, Dr. Thaddeaus S. Foster Jr. Hi, Thaddeus.
Hello, everyone. That was a really nice introduction, and it's really nice to be back here again. And hopefully, those statements about me prove to be true today.
Thaddeus, I am so bummed. You went to Bramblefest this year. I had to cancel at the
Yes.
last minute. I've not had the pleasure of meeting you in person, but I heard that you totally rocked karaoke. What song did you sing?
did I do? I did Inseparable by Natalie Cole. I tend to do Nat King Cole normally when I do karaoke, but I decided to go to the next generation for Bramble Fest.
Yeah, because Brand's only like 30 or something. Some
Hey,
ridiculous
I know
age.
both those artists. Thank you very much, Lynn.
This is your third time drafting. You did the Brendan Penny draft a couple of years ago, which you won.
Yes.
And then last year you did the Nikki DeLoach draft, which was a lot of fun. During that draft, you came up with a fake Lifetime Channel movie title that pokes fun at Hallmark's movie tropes that Nikki's always doing. Can you tell
Yes.
everybody what that title was and what the subject matter was?
So The Wrong Inheritance. And it kind of was a play on the fact that in a lot of her Hallmark movies, she tends to jointly inherit a property from a dead relative with the male lead in her movie. And so in the Lifetime movie, she inherits a property with Andrew Walker, who's often in a lot of the movies with her. But this time, Andrew Walker is already attached to someone. And so she realizes that she wants to be with him, but there's someone standing in the way. And so she has to get that person out of the way. And so at the end of the movie, after she's been, removed by the police, Ms. Vivica A. Fox says to Andrew Walker, "It looks like you got the wrong inheritance," as she does at the end of all of those movies.
It was so perfect. We all died laughing. I came up with a graphic for the movie poster.
Yes.
I'll post that again on the Instagram. It's just so funny. And it actually inspired a special draft that we've got coming up this year in November, where we're going to draft the top 10 list out of the 28 Lifetime movies in that Wrong series with Vivica A. Fox. It's you, Jenna Colosi, Michelle Doobie, 3 really diehard Lifetime movie fans. It's going to be wild. I can't wait for this. It's going to be so much fun.
I've been preparing that as well. I've been going through and rewatching a lot of the movies. They're wild. And even more while rewatching some of them. So I'm looking forward to that draft.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So I've noticed a lot of Hallmark fans, including me, also seem to love horror movies and these Lifetime thrillers. What's your take on that? Why do you think these really 2 very different genres appeal to folks like us?
I think for a lot of people, Hallmark is an escape, and it's a kind of an escape into kind of an ideal world. And so, a lot of people who want that also have an appreciation for the darker side of things, and can even enjoy like making fun of the darker side of things. So I think that's why there can be an intersection as far as fandom for both the thriller horror genre and the light affair on Hallmark.
Yeah, maybe keeping things in balance a little bit. All right. Well, you're coming into this draft with not 1, but 2 veto overrides. I'm really sorry about that. But vetoes typically get played in the draft. So there's a really good chance that you'll be able to unload 1 or 2 if someone dares to veto the wrong Jeff Beesley movie.
Yeah.
And last, but certainly not least, since 2022, she has been on the panel to draft our annual top 10 Hallmark Christmas movies each year. She survived one of the most talked about HMD drafts, the Lacey Chabert Top 15 Mega Draft in season 2. She was also a finalist in the 2023 HMD Tournament of Champions. Truly an HMD drafting legend in her own right. She always brings her A game and her Enneagram energy, making her 7th appearance on HMD. I can only be talking about Mary Walters Carver. It is so good to see you, my friend.
I am so glad to be here. Although, I mean, already some really wild things have been said on this episode. Like, you described the 3 of us.
I did.
And I don't know who was who.
You don't know who was who?
No. Does everyone else know who was who?
I think it's pretty
having
up.
kind of a bad night. Which one am I?
The playing styles, yeah.
Yes, the playing styles. You're the one that will fight with your Enneagram energy for a pick that you believe in.
That is true. That is true. I just
And
didn't know if I was
yeah.
getting credit for that.
And for Bran, you know, for all of Bran's, I just want to stay out of the way. Bran loves to cause some chaos. You never know what he's going to do. So, you know.
That is true.
He's really good at it. He's really good at it. So listen, how's 2026 treating you? You have just had a career change, I think, right? I've been on a roller coaster. What have you been on?
Yes. I mean, you know, I have been on a roller coaster for a while. My 2026 has been pretty chaotic. I got a daughter, graduated from high school, and will take her to college next week, and also changed jobs. I know that those are things people do all the time, but I promise you they were harder for me.
You're doing social media for your new company, right?
Yeah. So I was working at the library for the last few years, and then also had, you know, my own blog, website, podcast, whatever. That is still on sabbatical because I only have so many hours and so much energy. And now I'm doing marketing for a children's museum. It's called Wonderscope. If you're in the Kansas City area and have littles, definitely bring them. Yeah, so I get to do a lot of social media shenanigans. I have to do a lot of social media boring stuff too. But so far, my new coworkers are yes-anding everything I come up with, which is hilarious and wonderful.
I'm going to drop a link to the website in the show notes. I think the Children's Museum is lucky to have you. You're just going to crush it. But before you can crush that, you have to crush this. Listen, you have drafted against Daniel Thompson. You've drafted against Brian Harold. I really, I know. But you've never drafted against Bran, and I really wanted you to have that full DTH host experience. Are you ready for Bran? Yeah.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I thought that Bran and I had drafted against each other in the past.
No.
We've podcasted together, Mary.
Yes,
so.
we have podcasted together. So I was just imagining Bran on my screen.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I get that a lot, Mary. Don't worry.
I'm basically that meme of that girl sitting next to the billboard, like, look at my podcasting friends.
That's right.
Oh my God. All right. Well, you are the only one coming into this match with an extra veto. So everybody else has overrides. So we'll see where your drafting talent, your history of drafting, your Enneagram energy. Trying to remember the number. Was it 8? 1? 1. That's what I thought. Yeah, I was right with 1. Normally you're on these big, long drafts. We've got big eligibility lists. Was it hard for you to come up with your top 10 out of just 20?
No, it was a piece of cake because maybe I'm the only one, but I find Jeff's movies to be pretty, I guess, polarizing. Either I love them or I do not. So for me, it was like, yep, those are the ones I love. The rest of them can
kick rocks.
Kick rocks. Yeah.
All right. I think we're ready. Let's just go right into gameplay mode. Eligibility for this draft is really straightforward. Each of the movies had to be directed by Jeff Beesley. There's 20 of them that have premiered as of today. You can see the full list of titles on our letterbox called @Hallmark Drafts. Shout out to Kate Baca for creating and managing that. It's such a great resource. If you are looking for a list of Hallmark movies that feature a certain Hall star or written by a certain writer or director, that's the list that you want to go to. There's some really great stuff there. And tropes. We do a lot of tropes as well. And as always, the links to the HMD socials are in our show notes. Let's talk drafting positions for this draft. There are 3 of them. Drafter C picks positions 10, 7, and 3. Drafter C gets a veto card and 1 veto override. Drafter B picks positions 9, 6, 4, and 2. Drafter B gets 1 veto card because they get more picks than anybody else and more opportunities to get their movies onto the final list, where they're going to get a point for every movie that they get onto the list and a bonus point if it's in the same drafting position as what's in the final list. And drafter A picks positions 8, 5, and the number 1 position on the list. They get 1 veto card and a bonus veto. So basically 2 vetoes and the number 1 pick. But how do we decide who gets to be drafter A, B, or C? That's where Erinbeth comes in. She's going to test your knowledge with her trivia questions that relate to these movies. And the first person to answer a trivia question correctly gets to pick their drafting position. The next person to answer a question correctly picks theirs from the remaining two. And the one who didn't answer anything at all gets whatever is left over. So Erinbeth, take it away. Good luck, you guys. I've seen these questions. I couldn't answer them.
Cool. I'm always so good at this.
Here are the 3 trivia rules. You can't answer until I finish asking the question. No jumping in before I finish speaking. As soon as I finish asking the question, raise your Zoom hand and I'll call on you. Then you can give your answer and I'll tell you if your answer is right or wrong. If you're wrong, you cannot guess again until the other drafters have made a guess. If no one answers the question, no hints or clues will be given. We'll just move on to another question. Does anyone have any questions? No?
No.
Well, then get your Zoom hands ready because I have some questions for you. First one is, Amy Groening and Rodrigo Belfus have supporting roles in 2 Hallmark movies directed by Jeff Beesley. Name both movies. Mary.
Santa Summit and A Carol for Two.
That is incorrect.
Is she close?
I'm not going to say. I will not say. Does anyone else want to try? Bran.
I'll bite. I feel good about Santa Summit and Haunted Wedding.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Thaddeus, do you want to give it a try for just the heck of it?
I'm going to also go with Santa Summit and the next one, let's see, Made for Each Other.
No.
Okay.
It's incorrect. The correct answer was the Santa Summit and Snow Kissed.
Oh.
See? Yes. Okay. Number 2. Alexandra Tershin and Matt Cohen overcome a literal fake boyfriend to find each other in Made for You. What is Alexandra's favorite filling for arugula? Mary?
Chocolate frosting.
I think I'll give it.
Yeah.
It's chocolate because it's a filling.
Nice.
But yes, I'll give it to you. But chocolate
Okay.
is it. So, Mary, sit back, relax, and I'm sorry, Bran and Thaddeus, we got to keep going.
I mean, we can also just rock, paper, scissors for it. Let's see how this goes.
But you know, the thing is this is so much more fun for the listeners.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
All right. Brittany Bristow and Matt Cohen create a festive fake relationship hijinks in Holiday Date. What profession does Matt pretend he has?
Oh.
Wow. They both raised their hands. Bran, go first.
Dentist.
That is incorrect. That is.
Was he a doctor?
No, he pretended to be an architect.
Oh.
Because that was what her real ex-boyfriend's career. All right. Krista Rodriguez and Santino Fontana sing their way into love. In this movie, are the moms alive? Thaddeus.
No, they're both dead.
Thank you. In case there was any concern with anybody, they are ghosts.
Wow.
Spoiler alert.
All right. So, Mary, before we get to you picking your drafting position, Erinbeth, you came up with a cocktail and a mocktail while Mary's thinking about what position she wants. Why don't you tell everybody what they are?
We have made themed drinks for the writers. And so for Jeff Beesley as a director, we did a Beesley Sting, which is a lovely gin lemon drink with some jalapeno in it. So it got a little bit of spice. If you don't want the gin, that's perfectly fine. Just add some lavender tea instead of the gin and make a Beesley Sting mocktail.
Good riff on the classic bee's knees cocktail.
So you can find those recipes on our Instagram at Hallmark Movie Drafts. So check them out there. Let us know what you think.
Okay, Mary, we've given you some time to think. Do you want to be drafter A, B, or C?
I'm going to go B.
That means she gets picks 9, 6, 4, and 2. She gets 1 veto, but she's bringing in her extra veto. So she'll get two vetoes and more picks than anybody else. Thaddeus, would you like to be drafter A or drafter C?
I'll be drafter A.
Thaddeus is going to be drafter A. That means he's going to get picks 8, 5, and the number 1 pick. He gets 2 vetoes and 2 overrides he's bringing into the match. So you'll end up with 2 vetoes, 2 overrides, 4's the max, so you're good. And that means that Bran is going to be drafter C. He gets picks 10, 7, and 3 on the list. Bran, you get 1 veto, 1 override, and you have an override that you're bringing into the max, so you're good. All right, Bran, we're ready for you. Let the games begin. What are you going to offer up for number 10?
I really wrestled with the lower part of this list because I like quite a few movies. I love quite a few movies of his. Unlike Mary, I also it's not as polarizing. It's a lot of love and a good bit of like. And the likes I just kept moving around, but I just kind of had to deal with it at a certain point. Um, this movie caught me by surprise. It was later in the holiday season. It had some religious undertones, or in the title's case, overtones. And that can go a couple of different ways for me. It can either work or it could really sink the boat. And in this case, it worked for me. And it might be that I thought it was sweet and it had a good story and a whatnot. And it could just be Benjamin Ayers holding the baby. It could be that. I don't know. But at number 10, I'm going Miracle in Bethlehem, PA.
This is such a great pick. This is actually one of Jeff's personal favorites.
Okay, look at me and Jeff.
Look at you and Jeff bonding over this. 2023, Laura Vandervoort is Marianne. There are religious overtones, but this is a great movie, and it was actually ranked 8th in the 2023 Best Christmas Movie Drafts, which Mary drafted on. So, Mary, you're first up in the veto order. What do you think about this movie at number 10?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I think that only one of the churchy movies should be on the list. And I didn't hate this movie, but I liked the other one better.
Are you going to veto a 10, Mary? Is it really that important to you?
Have you listened to any of my episodes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I'm going to veto it.
Right out of the gate. Listeners, as you know, veto takes it out of number 10, doesn't take it out of the game. Bran or Thaddeus or even Mary could play it higher up on the list. So let's park that for now. We'll see if it comes up again. Bran, what are you going to pick in its place?
I am going with another religious movie, but not of the Christian variety. I'm going with Holiday Dates. This movie makes me laugh, and I think Matt Cohen and Britt Bristow are wonderful together. And of course, he is playing I almost said archaeologist. That's not it. What is it with the buildings?
Architect.
Architect. Thank you. He's playing an architect, and we all knew that. And I didn't see. This is proof. This is proof as to why I do so bad at trivia. Literally 5 minutes, and I've already forgotten what this guy does for a living. But this movie is very fun, and it was, even though it was old era Hallmark, I think that's why it stood out for me, is because it did have a little bit of that humor with it, which old Hallmark just didn't mess around with. And of course, I love Britt Bristow, so I'm playing this movie at number 10. I think it belongs on the list, maybe a little higher, but you took my Miracle in Bethlehem out, so whatever.
Holiday Date 2019, fake relationship trope. Who doesn't have fun with those? Matt Cohen and Britt are really hilarious together. Matt Cohen, he's nothing at all like the real boyfriend, but she brings him home for the holidays, and the hijinks ensue. This movie has been on a couple of top 10 lists. It was number 8 in the fake relationships draft, and it was ranked number 4 in the Britt Bristow draft that we just did in April.
Nice.
Mary, Holiday Date. What do you think of this instead at number 10?
Well, I hope Bran is happy with himself, because I cannot stand this movie, and now there's nothing I can do about it, and I did it to myself, And to be clear, I hope everyone can hear, like my face is very close to the camera. You can't see that, but listen, I love Britt Bristow. I love the Jewish faith and their people and their holidays, which should have been treated better in this movie. And I love the fake dating trope, but I deeply disliked this movie. So I guess I've gotten what I deserve.
Well, you veto it again.
You could. You have another veto. You can tap out at 10. Tap out at 10.
If she plays another veto, can I replay Miracle at that point? Is it back on the table yet?
No, no, no. She can't do that. You vetoed it. I made a boo-boo. I need to rewind a second. Thaddeus, would you have overridden, did you want to override the veto on Miracle at Bethlehem?
Thank you, Lynn. Yeah.
Well,
Take me to church, Thaddeus.
well, so like I said, well, I didn't say anything, but if I did have an opportunity to say something, I would not have overridden the veto.
Okay, good.
And so I think we can kind of play on with what we have.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so
Now,
sorry.
that's all right. So if I really wanted to override the veto, I would have interjected.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so holiday date, Bran has played it. Mary, you're not gonna veto it?
No.
Coward.
Thaddeus, what do you think of holiday date at number 10? Are you a fan of the fake relationship? Are you a fan of Britt and Matt Cohen?
So I actually am a fan of fake relationships. It's one of my favorite tropes in these types of movies. Of course, I'm a fan of Britt Bristow. I met her at Fest, which was really nice. I definitely think that one of her movies deserves to be on this list. So yeah, I'm not going to override this placement.
Okay, congratulations, Bran. We have locked in holiday date at 10.
Ridiculous.
Mary, you have the pick at number
No one
9.
to blame but yourself, Mary.
I know. I did it to myself.
You have the pick at number 9. What's going to sit above holiday date? And Erinbeth, can you hear me, Erinbeth?
I can hear you.
I think this is why there was no chat in the panel chat for a year.
I'm telling you, I told you they were in their villain layers,
Yeah.
getting their list together, preparing
I think
for
so.
this.
I
I'm
think
telling
so.
you.
Okay, Mary, what are you picking for number 9? This better be good. That's all I
Better
can
be a good
say.
one. Better be a good one.
Yes. Okay. My pick is an
Number 9.
oldie
sorry.
but goodie. And it has Cameron Matheson, and it's The Christmas Club.
Okay, why do you like this movie for number 9?
Okay, I like this movie because it is grown-ups acting like grown-ups. The actual plot of the movie is a little ridiculous, like an old lady loses money and they're trying to help her or something, whatever. I don't even care. The plot doesn't matter. I like that the two main characters are actual adults acting like actual adults. And honestly, it's kind of nostalgia for me because I miss Cameron Matheson being in my movies.
I don't. The Christmas Club at number 9. So again, this was his first movie in the Hallmark universe.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. So he was just doing Home and Family and
Not him.
Sure,
Jeff Beasley.
got it.
Jeff Beasley.
Sorry.
Jeff Beasley.
Yeah,
I'll
Jeff
back
Beasley.
off. I'll back off. I'll
Bran,
go over here.
stay out of the way, Bran. Stay out. That further, I
This
can
is
still
my
see your
pick,
arm.
Bran.
Tell us about your background. Okay, I've lost it. All right, listen, people. The Christmas Club 2019. It's Jeff Beasley's first entree into the Hallmark universe, as I said earlier in the show. The co-writer on this was Barbara Hinsk. She also wrote the novel, I think, and this was ranked 8th in the Julie Sherman Wolf draft back in April. Mary, you were on that, Dan, and I drafted that as well. All right, so first up in the veto order, Thaddeus, it is up to you, my friend. The Christmas Club at number 9. What do you think?
I'm not going to veto this movie. I actually quite enjoyed it as well. Like she said, two adults acting like adults, especially during that era in Hallmark. They didn't really have a lot of that back at that time. It was very sweet. The main characters had great chemistry. I thought that. So it was just a really nice kind of classic Hallmark movie. And I think it was also one that was relatively late in the season when you don't really expect them to be very good. So it was a pleasant surprise at the time that it aired.
Well said. Well said. Bran, what do you think? Christmas Club, number 9. Keep it,
Yeah,
veto it.
it's a payback veto for Bran.
Okay, petty veto by Bran. That's what we've got going here.
What?
Okay, well, I'm going to
Override?
override that
Oh,
veto. So,
okay.
Dadgummit, Thaddeus.
and I know you did that on purpose, but that's why I have two of them. All
All,
right.
all right. So the Christmas Club stays.
And I can't override his override, correct?
No, you can't. Once the
All right,
override
very
is
good.
displayed, it's all locked in. So Thaddeus has gotten rid of one override. Bran has gotten rid of one veto.
That's messed up, man. I thought we were friends.
Oh,
That's
Bran,
crazy.
that's your only veto, Bran.
Yeah,
You're
that's
gonna win.
crazy, man. I was gonna move it up higher, but it's fine.
Okay. But now, Thaddeus, number 8. We've got Holiday Date at 10, the Christmas Club at 9. What's going to sit up above those two at 8?
I'm going to go with Love Strikes Twice. The reason I'm putting that on the list is I really like the time jump movies where someone goes back in time to fix some things. I think that they handled this a little better than some of the other ones before because it's not like she's giving up everything. She still gets to keep her career. She ends up helping her father with what was it? He had a stroke or the fall or something from the ladder or something.
Yeah.
She ends up finding the right person for her. And then also, I like the little story with the brother who had almost kind of agoraphobic or something. And then he's able to step out and then when he goes back into the future, he's like in a relationship and kind of moving forward. The name of the lead is escaping me, but I really like their performances.
Katie Finley.
Yes, so I really enjoyed their performances. They've been off of Hallmark for a while. It was their first one back in a few years, so I was really glad to see them back on Hallmark. So I really enjoyed that one.
I'm so glad you played this. I love this movie. It's so charming. Katie Finley plays Maggie. Wyatt Nash is Josh. I'm not sure if he's been in other ones or not. I wish Katie Finley was in more movies because I think Katie does a really good job. This was written by the powerhouse duo of Neil and Tippy Jabrowski. They wrote this along with CJ Cox, and we'll be doing a draft on Neil and Tippy Jabrowski movies in 2028. Their list is long. It's probably more than 40 movies at this point, but almost every one is a banger. They're great husband-wife duo. So I think this is a
wait
great
until
pick.
2028 for that.
Seriously. I know. Oh my gosh. Love Strikes Twice. Let's see how this holds up. First up, Mary. Mobile Mary. What do you think? Love Strikes Twice.
Yes, I love this movie. I actually had it higher on my list, but I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going to veto it. I agree. I think it's so fun. I love a go back in time storyline. Anything that's time travel adjacent is like catnip to me. And I also think that Katie Finley is fantastic.
Bran, bring us home. Love Strikes Twice.
I'm
Thoughts?
deeply bothered at the placement of this. This is a top 3 movie for me, but there's not a thing I can do about it. So
No.
it is, and it shall be number 8.
It is and it shall. It's gonna stay right there. All right. But the good news is, Bran, you get to pick number 7. This is a good list so far. Holiday Date, Christmas Club, Love Strikes Twice. Is it gonna be Miracle in Bethlehem, PA? What would happen here? I see that face, listeners. You should see this face.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this movie is a ripper. It's important for me for certain movies to be on the list. This movie's a ripper, so I want to make sure that it gets played. So I'm playing the Santa Summit at number 7.
Oh, Bran, why would you put the Santa Summit at number 7? Give us your reasoning. Let us inside your head.
Well, first of all, this is one of those movies that like sticks out to you while you're watching the holiday season. It's memorable, and listen, Lynn, I only have so many spots, and it was the second most important movie for me to have on this list, and so I want to make sure that it's on this list, and so I'm going to play it at number 7.
All right, so this is one of Jeff Beesley's favorites as well. Not a
Oh,
surprise.
2 for 2 brand.
2 for 2 brand. You're twins. Twinning with Jeff Beesley. Hunter
Knew I
King
liked
is
Jeff.
Hunter King is in this. Benjamin Hollingsworth is in this. There's a great, great ensemble cast. It's a Santa crawl at pubs. It's sort of, oh, I felt a connection with a stranger but didn't get their name kind of a trope. There's so much to love in this movie. It was ranked number 3 in the 2023 Best Holiday Movies Draft. It was ranked number 3 in the Hunks in Glasses draft. And oh my gosh, here we are at number 7. Mary, what do you think of this movie at number 7, The Santa Summit?
Okay, well, again, I think this movie should be way higher, but I hear and I understand Brand's rationale. Let's just get it on the list. I thought this movie was super fun, original, had a great supporting cast with the friends and the little like reindeer costume wearing guy. Remember he like drove them on the cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, played by Erica Tuvley.
Yeah. I was blanking on his name. He's great. I think this movie is great. It definitely needs to be on the list. I had it way higher, just like I had the last movie higher, but I'm not going to veto because I think I'm going to stick with Brand's strategy here and let's just get it on the list.
Thaddeus, Santa Summit, The Santa Summit at number 7. What do you think?
So I see what people are trying to do right now. They're wanting me to burn through my vetoes and my veto overrides before we get too high on the list. Obviously, it seems that both Bran and Mary want us to believe that they have this higher on the list. I'm not willing to take that chance. I also have it on the list. It may or may not be a little higher on the list currently, but I'm not going to fall into the trap of running out of my vetoes and my one veto override. So, if you had it high on the list, it's going to remain here, and that's your own fault because I'm not playing this game. So it will remain here at number 7 or 8 or whatever that is. 7.
The doctor has spoken. Mic drop. All right, the Santa Summit is staying at 7. That brings us to number 6. Mary, that's going to be up to you. Just to recap of veto status. So, Bran, you have no vetoes, but you've got 2 overrides left. Mary, you have your bonus vetoes still left. So, you've got 1 veto. And Thaddeus, you have 2 vetoes and 1 override left. So, that's the state of the vetoes. Mary, what's going to be the state of the list for number 6?
Nice.
Okay. This movie that I'm gonna pick surprised me because I really thought going into watching this movie when it first aired that I would hate it. Because a trope that I don't like is when someone is like an alien or a mannequin come to life and they just don't know how to be an Earth human and they just act ridiculous. It drives me crazy. Just be normal. But the lead actress in Made for You,
Made for each other.
Made for each other.
Mhm.
The lead actress in Made for Each Other won me over. She is not a conventional Hallmark movie actress, I don't think, in my opinion. But I loved her. And that made me love the movie. So that's my pick.
Great. So Made for Each Other 2023, Alexandra Turshin is Rachel. Matt Cohen is in this. He's David. And Erin O'Connell just steals the show as Clay, who is this sculpture that Rachel has put together. It's got elements of magic, brings him into reality. This movie had so many of us laughing out loud throughout the whole thing. It was great to see Matt Cohen, who usually is the fake boyfriend and the fake boyfriend tropes, to be the real boyfriend here. So Made for Each Other at number 7. Thaddeus, what do you think of this movie?
I actually quite enjoyed this movie as well. I thought it was a bit sillier, but still very sweet. I really enjoyed the whole kind of ensemble with the supporting cast. Yes, I quite enjoyed this movie, and I have it on my list, near the middle of my list as well. So I'm really pleased with its position as well.
Bran, what do you think of Made for Each Other at number 7? Remember Hot Frosty? You watched Hot Frosty. I know you did. I know
Yeah,
you reviewed it.
I
So
think this is a better Hot Frosty,
yeah,
in
I
my
think so.
opinion. This isn't one of Jeff's 5.
No.
Interesting. I thought that it might be because of the uniqueness of it. But yeah, I really like this movie. It's super fun, out of the box. This is one of those movies that you think of when you think of new Hallmark, like a little bit out of the box, not your traditional Hallmark movie, but still gives you what you want out of a Hallmark movie. So I really like this one. It's on my list as well, so I'm happy.
Bran is happy. We're all happy. Quick state of the list. We've got Holiday Date at 10, at 9, The Christmas Club at 8, Love Strikes Twice at 7, The Santa Summit at 6, Made for Each Other, just played by Mary. And Thaddeus, you are going to bring us to basically the half point of the list, number 5. What are you going to play?
So this movie actually goes along with something we were talking about when you were introducing me about how, sometimes there are some people that enjoy Hallmark movies that also enjoy horror movies. Well, this movie didn't really have horror, but it had ghosts. I really enjoyed Haunted Wedding, a really fun movie, great kind of ensemble cast again. We have Janelle Parrish and Dominic Sherwood playing two different roles as her modern love interest and then part of like a tragic, almost star-crossed lovers from the past as a Scottish gentleman who is taking part during the Revolutionary War. I didn't think that I was going to like it as much as I did, but I was really pleased with it. So hope you all also enjoyed it.
I totally agree. It's refreshing and unique. This was ranked 4th in the 2024 Best Non-Holiday Movies Draft, and it was ranked 4th in the one-off mysteries draft that we just did in June. Erinbeth, you actually drafted in that Haunted Wedding. What do you think of this movie for number 5? It's only one off.
I love this movie. I am so super sad. You guys just keep hurting me. But yes, A Haunted Wedding is absolutely a rewatch over and over again movie for me. I'm super sad that, 5 isn't terrible, but it's not as high as it should be.
Mary, Haunted Wedding at number 5. What do you think? Keep it? Veto it?
Oh my gosh, Erinbeth is not going to want to be my friend anymore. I didn't like this movie, you guys. I know. Like, I like ghosty stuff. Not horror, because I'm a big old baby, but I like ghosty things, and I thought I would like this, but I had to watch this in 3 like chunks of time. And as we all know, these are not long movies.
I'll just watch it 3 times.
Does that mean you're going to use your veto on
this is not even on my list, and I didn't even have to think twice about it. I just swiped it off the spreadsheet. So yeah, I'm gonna veto.
So Mary has vetoed this. Thaddeus played it. Bran, you have an override. Do you want to use an override, or do you want to keep it vetoed and make her play something else?
That was her last veto.
Yep, that's her last veto.
Yeah, I'll hold on to my overrides and just make that hurt a little bit more later.
Okay. Well, the only person you can hurt is Thaddeus. So
Hurt her by having it on the list later.
all right, The Haunted Wedding has been vetoed. It could be played higher up on the list if anyone chooses to. Thaddeus, what are you gonna play in its place for now at number 5? Erinbeth is holding her head like she has a migraine.
Okay, so
Can I interest you in a miracle in Bethlehem, PA?
just to make sure that that I have this correct, no one else has any vetoes right now.
You are sitting pretty. You're the only one with vetoes. You've got 2 of them.
This is actually another movie, like an alternate reality film, and that is A Kiss Before Christmas. We have a little Desperate Housewives reunion with Terry Hatch, and I forgot the name of the lead actor. I love the little twist about the kids. We didn't know that they were adopted, but then when we go to the alternate reality, they still exist. And like, how do they still exist? Oh, they were adopted. It made a lot of sense. So I liked that twist. Obviously, they had great chemistry. It was another sweet movie. So I am going to lock that in as my number 5.
Number 5. This is such a great film. A Kiss Before Christmas. James Denton plays her, is the other lead, Terry Hatcher, who is not down for a Desperate Housewives reunion of any kind in the Hallmark world. I think this is great. A Kiss Before Christmas. Mary, you can't do anything about it, but any quick thoughts on this one?
No, I really like this movie. It's on my list and I'm happy to have it here. I didn't love the twist with the kids, but how much I love Terry Hatcher and James Denton together outweighed my lack of love of the kid storyline. So yeah, great choice.
Mary thinks this is a great choice. Bran, any quick thoughts on A Kiss Before Christmas? It's locked in at number
Yeah,
5.
it's a no for me, but I love it for you guys.
Aw. Why is it a no?
It kind of bored me, and I don't have the Desperate Housewives connection to it. Like I've never seen the show, nor do I care to, and so I think it's one of those things where that might have elevated it for me. But as just a movie, I was a bit underwhelmed by it.
That was actually going to be one of my questions. You've got like 11 or 12 shows on the Bramblejan network already. Is there one that you are thinking of dropping? Clearly, it's not going to be a Desperate Housewives.
No, that one was dropped before it started. But Thaddeus can start it for me.
All right, Mary, it is all up to you at number 4.
I've got to go look back at my list. Wait, are you sure it's my turn again?
Thaddeus did number 5, so it's number 4 is Mary. Yeah, you get 4 picks.
Okay. I don't know if this will stand because I know that not everybody loved this movie, but I did, so I'm putting it on the list if I can. Christmas on Call.
What did you like about this movie?
I just thought it was very sweet, and I also think this movie possibly aired in a stretch of movies that had little to no diversity. And so, honestly, I was just glad to see some diversity in the movie, as I always am. They were good together, and I liked that they were new or newish to Hallmark movies. I don't know, I just liked it a lot.
You'd like the Donna Kelsey of it all?
Again, the parts I liked outweighed the parts that I didn't.
Okay, clearly not a Donna Kelsey fan. Don't tell Taylor Swift. All right.
Oh my
Christmas on-
gosh, don't tell Taylor on me.
That's why you didn't get invited to the wedding.
If you're listening, my family loves you.
Christmas on Call 2024. Sarah Canning is in it. Darius Blaine is Wes. Special appearance by Donna Kelsey. This movie was actually ranked number 5 in the best holiday movies of 2024, which you drafted on, Mary. So you're pretty consistent here with your choosing it at number 4. Thaddeus, you're first up in the veto order, and you are the only one with a veto. What do you think of Christmas on Call?
So I'm the only one with a veto. I have 2. And I'm going to use one of them right now. I'm sorry, I'm not going to have this on the list.
Thaddeus can do a lot of damage here, listeners.
Don't remind them, okay? I think they're going to try to provoke me, and I don't need that.
Mary, pick another title, please. She's shaking her head. It is going to get messy, people.
Wow, did not see that coming. Okay, well, then I'm going to have to say Project Christmas Wish. Because again, I didn't love the plot. The plot doesn't matter. I did love Travis Van Winkle. I don't feel like I need to say anything else. That's what I have to say.
Travis Van Winkle is a mouthful on his own.
Lord, Lynn.
What is this rated?
What?
I don't think that she meant it in that way, or at least I hope not.
I don't believe she meant it in that way.
I'm clutching my pearls.
We are all clutching our pearls.
Okay, you don't need to clutch your pearls. Project Christmas Wish. Look, Travis Van Winkle is in it. Amanda Shaw is Lucy. This was number 1 in the Hall Star mashup draft, which was Travis, Mark Blucas, and Chad Michael Murray. It was ranked number 9 in the One Tree Hill lead cast top 15 mega draft as well. So this movie's made a couple of appearances on our top 10 list. That is Project Christmas Wish at number 4. What do you think? You still have a veto.
Yes, I do. And I might be tempted, but I'm going to save this one veto because it is on my list. I actually really enjoyed this movie. And again, I think part of it with the original airing, it was one of the last movies, either or that last weekend at least. I thought they had great chemistry. They handled the grief aspect really well, better than they have in a lot of the other movies where they have a widower finding love again. And like you said, the plot is the plot. What we want is to see the relationship with the characters and see them go through that time. So I really enjoyed it.
It's a sweet film. Lucy plays Santa in her small town community, and she grants a little girl her wish, and she finds love along the way. So it's all very sweet. Bran, I would just love to hear your thoughts on this movie. You can't do anything. It's going to stay here since Thaddeus didn't veto it. But what do you think of Project Christmas Wish at number
I
4?
am thrilled with the placement of that at number 4. I love this movie. It was number 4 for that year for me in a pretty solid top 5, in my opinion. I had Christmas Bow, 5-Star Christmas, and Delivered by Christmas ahead of it. And those are 3 Hallmark movies that I absolutely adore. So this is up there with some, and then the rest of the year was pretty rough, but the top 5 of 2020 is solid. I love this movie. I think it's really sweet. And the little girl in this movie, child actors that can really help a movie when they are solid, and this one was solid. So that really elevates this movie.
Well said. You should have a podcast reviewing Hallmark movies. You speak so
Eh,
well about them.
I don't know.
Bran, my friend, it is up to you. You're going to make your last pick now. It is going
Yeah,
to be number 3. No pressure, but
sure.
what's going to happen here for number 3?
Well, I love Hallmark movies. I also love horror movies. I love a scary. I love a ghost. And I was thrilled to hear about Haunted Wedding earlier in the episode. And I'm thrilled that I get to replay it here at number 3. I adore this movie. It is so much fun. And it kind of combines my 2 favorite things in the world, which is Hallmark and Ghost, into one movie. And so really love this movie. And I love that hopefully I get to play it at number 3 unless Thaddeus vetoes it.
We will soon find out. Mary, we already know how you feel about this movie when it got played. Was there anything more that you wanted to add? You might be able to persuade Thaddeus to veto it.
No, I'm not gonna do that because I will listen. I can go on for days about Holiday Date and why it's bad. But for this one, I will acknowledge that it quite possibly was just where I was in that moment. Headspace wasn't right, because Headspace hasn't been right off and on for a little while. So it could be me. I will acknowledge that.
Thaddeus, is it going to be number 3?
It'd be really interesting if I were to say that I did that to get something else on the list. But I didn't do that. So I'm pleased that it is been played back. So thank you, Brad. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Thaddeus. I just want to remind you how lovely and wonderful Miracle in Bethlehem, PA is. It's a scratch your back, my back situation.
But I would be playing it at number 1. We may love it, but I don't think that it's number 1 love.
Who can say? We can. We can say.
You can't say, because this list is a reflection of the 3 of you. Kumbaya.
Yeah,
Namaste.
And by that you mean incredibly flawed list.
It's fair.
I've heard it both ways. You never know. Mary, it is going to be up to you for number 2. We've got Haunted Wedding locked in at 3. This is your last play of the match. Make it count. Let's hear it.
Oh, I am conflicted. I'm conflicted because I have 2 movies left that I want on this list. And I clearly cannot trust Bran and Thaddeus to do what I want them to do.
Well, you haven't exactly won them over with your vetoes. No. It's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use one of Bran's strategies, which was just get it on the list. And I'm going to say Just One Kiss.
Just One Kiss. Tell us why you think that deserves to be number 2.
Okay, again, real fast. I don't have my full spreadsheet in front of me. That is the one with the guy from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And they dance?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I love that guy. And they danced, and it was so different. It was so creative for a Hallmark movie. The black and white and the back and forth. And so I just loved it. It was my number 1 non-holiday Hallmark movie of that year.
Yeah. So you've got Krista Rodriguez is Mia. Santino Fontana is who you're thinking of. He's Tony.
Yes.
Also, one of our favorites, Matty Finocchio is in this. There's a lot of singing, there's chance encounters, and little do they know that their mothers are scheming to set them up. And I didn't know that the moms were ghosts. This was ranked number 4 in the Nina Wyman draft. I don't want to hear it, people. It was ranked number 7 in the Best Kiss draft. It was ranked number 2 in the Don't Make Me Sing draft back in May. It's made 3 lists already, even one at number 2. Thaddeus, is this going to stay at number 2? You were the only one who can control this.
So I really, really, really love this movie. It is actually probably up there among my all-time favorites. So it's definitely belongs in the list. My issue is, do I veto it? It needs to be on the list, and it's top 2. Yeah, we'll keep it here. We'll keep it here.
Okay, it is locked in at number 2. But Brian, what do you think of this movie? Especially at number 2.
Really scratching my head on this one, not because they played it, but because I don't remember this movie at all. I have seen it. I reviewed it. I have a synopsis of it on my phone. And you say is what I did is I have the list. I'm like, I've seen all the movies. And if I don't remember the title, it's not memorable to me.
Yeah.
It's not going to make my list. So spoiler, it didn't make my list. But you all are talking about this movie, and I go back and I'm watching the preview on my phone of it, and it is not ringing a single bell. And so I don't know what that says about me. But I apparently need to go back and rewatch this movie. Based on the length of my synopsis, I'm going to assume that I wasn't incredibly high on it, but I need to go back and listen to my own review of this movie to potentially ring a bell. But I don't know. I don't know. But I'm happy that you all love it, and it said it's number 2.
I've never seen Erinbeth unmute her mic so quickly in 5 seasons of HMD.
Did you go back and listen to my review of it, Erinbeth?
I did not, but I'm telling you, it to me, when I remember that episode of Deck the Hallmark, it is one of the most memorable episodes.
Oh.
Like, I don't remember like what everyone thought of the movie, but you guys went on, and I'm pretty sure it was Panda that did not know that the moms were dead, and it just became this whole. I mean, it was so funny.
This is the one where the moms are dead?
Yes, you need to go back and listen to it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, imagine all the ones you do. I'm sure they don't always stick in your brain, but this one was.
But the good ones do.
Very good.
And I don't know what's.
I don't remember. I remember that you guys all liked it. Like,
okay.
I'm not remembering that you guys did not like
Okay,
it. I think all 3 of you liked the movie. Panda just didn't know that the moms were dead, and it was funny.
It's not funny. I didn't know it either. Come on. It was like, I don't care. Everyone's talking about, didn't you see the halo glowing around their heads when they're sitting in the theater chairs? No, I didn't. So, like,
I do remember those scenes of 2 older ladies sitting in a theater, correct? Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. At number 10, Holiday Date. At number 9, The Christmas Club. At 8, Love Strikes Twice. At 7, The Santa Summit. At 6, Made for Each Other. At 5, A Kiss Before Christmas. At 4, Project Christmas Wish. At 3, Haunted Wedding. At 2, Just One Kiss. And at number 1, this is what it's going to be because nobody can stop it. Thaddeus, what is it?
Carol for 2. So I really enjoyed this movie. I think I particularly identified with the female lead, how she had gone off to audition for this Broadway play that was canceled. And all of the people from her little town and wherever she's from, I think it was Utah, are supposed to come and see her in this Broadway production. And there's nothing. And so she ends up going to work in that restaurant with the singing waitstaff. And then, we have the initial kind of combative encounter. We have a little Bergerac with the cousin, who was ridiculous. As the love interest, she actually kisses the cousin, which is just unheard of in a lot of these movies. And then to see them kind of gradually fall for each other and realize that all the things that she's liking about the cousins are the things that it's actually about the male lead, that he's kind of coaching his cousins. So I really love this movie. A lot of the singing, great singing.
Beautifully said. A Carol for Two from 2024. You've got Gina Claire Mason as Violet. Jordan Litz is Alex. I might not pronounce his name correctly, but Gino Anania is Brad, the over-the-top cousin. Just really great. Nina Wyman wrote this. I love a Cyrano de Bergerac trope as well. In fact, I just watched a movie from 2020 on Netflix last night called The Half of It. Mary, I see you nodding, but it is so charming and so good. Highly recommend to anybody who's got Netflix. So at any rate, this movie was ranked 3 in the top 10 movies of 2024. It was ranked number 2 in the Nina Wyman draft. It was ranked number 1 in the Don't Make Me Sing draft. So it's gotten its second number 1 ranking in HMD, played by Thaddeaus. A Carol for Two. We're done with the list, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on this movie before Erinbeth and I reveal our lists, which are just blown to bits. Mary, what do you think of A Carol for Two? Did you like this movie?
Yes, I love this movie. It was my number 1 as well. I love a singing movie. I thought that it was very fun. I also tend to like Cyrano de Bergerac storyline, although yes, as Thaddeus said, that cousin was so dumb. I also remember really liking the two cousins' relationship. I'm remembering that they were in an actual tiny little apartment instead of some friend's apartment monstrosity that nobody could actually afford. I'm just remembering a scene where they're like going to bed and they're in their separate beds, but they're still so close together and they're talking. And I really like that. But yeah, I love the singing, love the main characters, love this movie.
And as Thaddeus brought up, to have the female lead kiss someone else in the movie other than the thing, that's a pearl clutcher, people. Not Travis Van Winkle is a mouthful. Get your minds out of the gutter. It's having her, that misdirect with the lips. That's what that was. Bran.
So scandalous.
It's totally scandalous. A Carol for Two. Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew it was you? I love this movie. I love the song. Great play. A great play.
Great play. All right. Well, Erinbeth is the official score creeper, as I say. But before we get to all of that, Erinbeth, you and I were facing off in our little side hustle here, where we put together our own top 10 list.
We did.
And we're going to get points, bragging rights. How did you do? What was your top 10 list? What was your score?
So my top 10 list was 10, A Carol for Two, 9, Snow Kissed, 8, A Kiss Before Christmas, 7, Holiday Date, 6, The Christmas Club, 5, Made for Each Other, 4, To Catch a Spy, 3, The Santa Summit, 2, Just One Kiss, and 1, Merry Haunted Wedding. I cannot believe you don't like that movie. I should have considered that you all may not be mystery fans, because To Catch a Spy was really good. I didn't get to talk about Bruce Boxleitner and Scarecrow and Mrs. King when Holiday Date was played, but it really had that Scarecrow and Mrs. King feel to it. I love To Catch a Spy. It was a lot of fun. It really should have been on the list, but it's not my list. So there you go.
Here's my list. At 10, Pumpkin Everything. I don't want to hear it. At 9, A Carol for Two. At 8, Just One Kiss. 7, To Catch a Spy. 6, A Kiss Before Christmas. 5, A Sweet Holiday Romance. 4, The Santa Summit. 3, Love Strikes Twice. At 2, Made for Each Other. And at number 1, of course, Holiday Date. Yes, I've got 2 Matt Cohens back to back at 1 and 2. I just want to mention A Sweet Holiday Romance from 2025 is one of Jeff's favorites. That was
Okay. I like that movie.
in
It
his
almost
top.
made my 10.
It was my number 11.
It was right there.
Jessie Schramm, I love her. Dominic Sherwood is Ian. Andrea Canning, Dateline correspondent Andrea Canning. She's written a few Hallmark movies. Who knew? And I love the flashback scenes. So that's my list. How did we do, Erinbeth?
We were really close, Lynn, because our lists were very similar, but I came out with 8 points to your 7. So I pulled this one out with 1 point. Neither one of us placed any of the movies, obviously, in the right place, because this list is crazy.
This list is crazy, but it's crazy in a good way. Let's hear from the drafters. Let's hear their personal top 10 lists. If there's a movie on your list that we didn't talk about, feel free to mention it. Mary, you're first up. What's your top 10 list?
Okay, so my top 10 list. Number 10, The Christmas Club. Number 9, Following Yonder Star. Listen, Bran, I am biased. I fully admit this. My best friend got to go to the set and like hang out while it was being made, and she told me all about it. So like I'm not allowed to hate the movie. I have to love the movie because I love my best friend. It is what it is.
It's one of Jeff's favorites.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Number 8, Made for Each Other. Number 7, Christmas on Call. Number 6, A Kiss Before Christmas. Number 5, Project Christmas Wish, that R-rated movie. Number 4, Just One Kiss. Number 3, Love Strikes Twice. Number 2, The Santa Summit. And number 1, A Carol for Two.
Good list. Very good list. All right. Thaddeus, what was your top 10 list?
Okay, so number 10 was A Kiss Before Christmas. Number 9, Holiday Date. Number 8, The Christmas Club. Number 7, Love Strikes Twice. Number 6, Made for Each Other. Number 5, Haunted Wedding. Number 4, Project Christmas Wish. Number 3, A Carol for Two. Number 2, The Santa Summit. And number 1, Just One Kiss.
Wow, we've talked about all of those, right? So
yes,
you're in good shape too. Okay, Bran, what was your top 10 list?
Miracle in Bethlehem, PA. Number 9, Holiday Date. Number 8, Follow Yonder Star. Number 7, The Christmas Club. Number 6, Made for Each Other. Number 5, Carol for Two. Number 4, Project Christmas Wish. Number 3, Haunted Wedding. Number 2, Love Strikes Twice. And number 1, I have The Santa Summit.
You dog.
Guys, I was baiting you. Thaddeus saw it all the way through.
He cannot be fooled. He cannot be fooled. All right, before Erinbeth reveals who actually won. So Jeff Beesley's personal favorites in no particular order are A Sweet Holiday Romance from 2025, Following Yonder Star from 2024. That's Brooke Dorsey and John Brotherton. Miracle in Bethlehem, PA from 2023. Never Been Christ from 2023. That's a Tyler Hines, Janelle Parrish, Pascal Lamoth Kipnis joint. And of course, the Santa Summit from 2023. And Jeff also has 2 movies coming out. He's got A Double Con Christmas, which should be coming out during Countdown to Christmas. And the one that he mentioned to me that isn't on IMDb specifically yet is called Single at the Wedding. And he says that's his new all-time fave so far. And he says A Double Con Christmas is also really good. So thank you, Jeff Beesley. And I'm so sorry that I couldn't get my act together enough to invite you to join the shenanigans, but hopefully we'll have you on soon. Erinbeth, what happened here? Make order out of chaos. Do the math. Math is hard.
I would like to say when Bran played Santa Summit and it didn't work out for him, I'm like, this is not going to be good for Bran.
Yeah, I understand. Been a good run.
All in all, they were really close together. But Mary came in last with 9 points. And then Bran and Thaddeus were 1 point apart. But Thaddeus got every movie of his on the list and scored 12 points. Thaddeus is the winner tonight. Bran scored 11.
Thaddeus, congratulations. Any words from the winner here?
Yes, I'm really pleased. I think it's the first time that I've won outright. The time that I did win previously, I think I tied and then barely lost the other one that I was in. So I'm very pleased that the strategy has worked and that I did not allow Brand's attempt to manipulate and take away my vetoes and my power, and that I stayed the course and was able to take the victory. So I'm very appreciative.
Not only did you win, but you are leaving with a veto and an override to carry into your next draft. Is going to be in November. It's going to be the
Yes.
wrong draft, which is going to be a lot of fun. You
And-
guys.
And I'm definitely going to need them for that because there's so many movies.
So many movies. You guys, thank you so much for doing this. It was such a blast. Listeners, be sure to follow Hallmark Movie Drafts wherever you get your pods. It's available everywhere. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Meet up with us on our Instagram. If you love HMD, please share and recommend our podcast and socials with your friends. Take a moment to leave a review on Apple and Spotify. It truly helps other Hallmark fans find the show. Coming up in September, it's our season 5 anniversary show, bringing back the original drafting panel that kicked off HMD all the way back in September of 2022. It's Emily Petralia, aka Mrs. Walker, Jillian Rosenberg, aka Lady Panda, according to Dan, and Daniel Thompson from the Deck the Hallmark podcast. And they are going to be drafting the top 10 list of the new Andrew Walker movies since that 2022 draft. It's done 16 more movies since that draft, believe it or not. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun, lots of shenanigans. Once more, for the final time, here is the definitive list of the 10 best Hallmark movies directed by Jeff Beesley, as drafted by Brandon Gray, Dr. Thaddeaus Foster, and Mary Walters Carver. Here we go. At 10, Holiday Date. At 9, The Christmas Club. 8, Love Strikes Twice. 7, The Santa Summit. At 6, Made for Each Other. At 5, A Kiss Before Christmas. 4, Project Christmas Wish, totally rated G. At 3, Haunted Wedding. At 2, Just One Kiss. And at number 1, who knew? A Carol for Two. Let's all say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We love you, Travis Van Winkle. Hallmark Movie Drafts is a monthly production. Like the show? Leave us a review. Spread the word. Help Hallmark movie fans find us. Follow the show at Hallmark Movie Drafts on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stephanie Pichelle creates the movie synopses using descriptions from IMDb or Hallmark.com as a base. Kate Baca, she creates and vets the list of eligible movies and manages our Letterboxd account called Hallmark Drafts, where you'll find the movies for each show, as well as the final top 10 lists and the panelists who drafted them, so you know who to blame. Erinbeth and Jackie Finestone help with special projects. Erinbeth Cermak, she creates the trivia round questions, and along with Stephanie, Kate, Erin, and Jackie, provides additional creative, research, and hosting support. Me? I'm Lynn Austin. I'm the showrunner, producer, and host. I staff the panels, manage the show topics, the production schedule, and the HMD socials, and edit and publish the podcast. Special thanks to the Deck the Hallmark podcast double-deckers who share their passionate opinions on these Hallmark movies that we love, or maybe not love, so much. See you next month.